gonna do okay. So good morning, everybody. Thanks for watching. The market is as we speak is going up. Qs are leading the charge with 1% up. IWM small caps are not really doing anything. Yesterday they had a couple of really good trading days. Sorry, I'll just share my screen one more time. I had a really good day. So again, today was a very nice day. I started really bad and NVIDIA chopped me up a couple of times. It was very frustrating, but eventually the move started, and Tesla and NVIDIA really might pay. I did traded the Carvana. I wasn't really successful trading it. Paris, that was doing the recap with me, he did a really nice trading on Carvana. So Tesla was the best trade that we did. So obviously, running from 224 all the way up to 230.50 right now, and the level 2 signals were very clear, very nice on that. So let's see what we did. So it traded in the low of the pre-market, came 223, it came up, and at the opened very strong, and I decided to go long on that. 1 minute was a doji, so it's a hammer doji. Obviously it's kind of bullish. Came, tested the low of the pre-market, came back up, and that was a very nice 1 minute opening range breakup. But I didn't take that. I looked at it, came, bounced back from the VWAP. I went long, and I said, okay, this is really holding, and I added more, popped up. I didn't really partial because I was hoping to get to 226, and it did drop and continue, came down, and I got a stopped out. So I really, look at this huge beat. It's gonna probably, the price is gonna drop because that was a huge, very huge beat. So, and I got a stopped out. So that was one trade, and it was very disappointing, because as soon as I got a stopped out, it came back up. I'll just got back in there again. I'll say, okay, I'll do that another time. Added more at 225.20, and then after that, so what we saw, that is just broke out very nicely all the way up to 227. So that was profitable. On this pullback, I added more. My new average became pretty much like 229.49, so something around here. And after that, the rest is history. Came back up, I added more. We saw continuously higher ask, and so the level 2 was very bullish. Came down, pulled back, I didn't get stopped out, came back up, I added more, and then that was really good trading for us, that all the way up to 230, and I slowly partial that all the way up to 230.50. Right now what we're seeing here is that try to pull back, and just now it's coming back up. What I did, let me actually bring the other one as well. What I did here, Ardi came into the chat room and said, let's sell some puts on that. So what I did here, I also shorted some puts on Tesla at 220 for tomorrow, expiry tomorrow. So I shorted here at $1, and now it's trading at 42 cents. So what is what's this one? I actually covered some of it here at 40 cents. So shorting puts, it means that when the stock is very strong and it's going up, so what you can do, essentially, you can short the puts on it. And when you're shorting the puts, it means that you're actually betting on the value of the puts are going down, going to zero. When the stock is going up, puts are worthless. Nobody wants to put, because the price is going up. So as you see, it's almost 60% profit right now here, and I still have 80 more contracts that I might actually leave it for tomorrow. Expires by tomorrow. So that was a very nice. So if you buy 100 contracts at $1, that's a $10,000 profit trade if it goes all the way to zero, but you kind of partial on the way down. So because now I'm 100% sure that Tesla is not going to go down below 220 by tomorrow, so I'm going to leave it expires tomorrow, or just before the close I'm covering them. It's probably going to go to zero. So that's another way of trading. It's very capital efficient, so you're using the leverage of options, so it's very nice. So instead of getting 2% on the stock or 3% on Tesla, you actually get 60% on your position. So it's very powerful. So as you see here, I covered some of it here, and I shorted right at around that area. Because I don't see Tesla is going to really come down, lose the VWAP. Very strong day for Tesla. So 227. There's almost impossible that it comes going to go red unless something crazy happens in the market. And NVIDIA was another trade that I did. It was a little bit unfortunate because NVIDIA, again, I waited for 2 minutes, really squeezed up. So that's a very bullish candlestick, and I like that. And I said, okay, it's gonna pop up. I went long. Suddenly huge drop, and I got stopped out right at the low of the candlestick. Very frustrating. And did it again. Came back up. I went long, and again it dropped, and really, really frustrating. So there was a lot of frustration here, but eventually came back up. I went long. I had it a couple of times, and as you see here, we got good partial pullback, came back up at high of the day. I added more to my position, and sold some here all the way, and then I still have it. I think I should actually get some out here at 38, 383.41. So I still have that, so now I was going to go for the high of the day. So overall, it was pretty good. Carvana, I did try to scalp it one time here. I got stopped out, and then it came here for the break of high of the day and added more. I sold some here, and then it got dropped. I took a smaller share size on it, and I really didn't make any money on that. So it wasn't really my comfortable trade. But Paris did a very nice trade on Carvana that he's gonna really explain that for us. So I have his trades screenshot here, so you can you see when he's explaining that. Go ahead, Paris.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it took me a few tries before I captured the meat of the move on our Carvana. So the first trade at the open, the second minute candle where the volume came in, the tape, I was looking for the break of 19, which was initially a resistance in the pre-market. I was looking for the break of 19 and continue higher to the 20 area. It popped up and immediately rejected, so I immediately got stopped out at break even. The second time it came back above the VWAP and the moving averages tried to converge. That's when the second time I took it, and I did capture from 18.7 to 19.4, 19.5 area. And still, I was looking for, like, this time it's going to be continuation, because this time it made a break of high of the day as well and then continue towards 20, but it didn't. I got stopped out at break even. The third time I tried, again, it came back above the VWAP, and I'm thinking, okay, now this is the time it's going to break the high of the day, because the tape, the price action was very bullish. Every single time the stock dropped, and it was being bought back up. And there's a positive catalyst behind that as well, where Carvana came up with a positive guidance and on a particular a positive outlook in the futures, and that's why the stock is gapped up and looking for at the new highs. The fourth trade is the trade that worked out really nice for me, where I took 18.5 as an area which was holding it. My stop loss was just below 18.3, and as and when it came back above the VWAP, I added heavy above the VWAP and the moving averages for the move towards 20.2 area, and that was the move that I captured very nice, and added a couple of more times at the pullback to 19.5 for looking for another break of 20, but then I got stopped out at break even. But still a very, very positive trade as well as a ticker.
This last one was nice. This looks like somehow this like a lightning bolt pattern that Peter trade also as well. Strongest stock below the VWAP, and your VWAP is the orange one, so it just goes up.
That's right.
Very nice trading. Excellent. So I got out a little bit more on the NVIDIA trade. So I stopped out a little bit. Still not a stopped out. I partialed out a little bit on NVIDIA at the high of the day, but this one is continue going higher. Overall, very nice trading day. Paris guys is talking about time and sales, reading the order flow and tape reading, plus the risk management that he's doing on his trade on New York meetup. So looking forward to learn from Paris. I always learn from his presentation. I learn a lot from him on reading the tape and order flow. So looking forward, and you guys, if you want to look at his webinar in Education Center in Bearable Traders, a couple of webinars, and of course the most comprehensive course. I think it's the most comprehensive course in tape reading and order flow and time and sales is in Trading Terminal Academy. I hope that you guys check it out if you want to improve your technical knowledge. That's it. Thank you so much. So we're looking forward to see you tomorrow. This was a week I missed 2 trading days because I'm really exhausted and tired these days. Looking forward to have the Friday tomorrow and then the weekend. Yay. Goodbye, guys. Ciao.
Awesome.
See you in New York City, guys.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
I'll see so many of you in New York City.